It's the I Can't Mom Today podcast with Heather, the new mom, and Vera, the seasoned mom. I Can't Mom Today.
Hey, this is the I Can't Mom Today podcast with Heather and Vera.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm tired.
I know. Is it 2020 yet?
Right? I was like, 2019 is going to be way better than 2018. Well, we're 11 days in and I have had no cheese so far. So at least I'm holding up. I had a dream last night that I ate cheese and I was so mad at myself. So at least I've held to that resolution.
I'm like living on cheese right now, so I'm sorry for you.
Oh, man. Well,
yeah.
Enjoy it while you can.
See, my pain point right now is technology. It is stressing me out.
It's not working. It's great when it works. It's just a pain in the butt when it doesn't.
I've got an eye twitch, and it's actively twitching right now because
I thought it was like eye twitch, like the letter I.
Oh,
eye twitch. Is that a new piece of technology?
Yes, it is. Basically, I've probably spent no less than 15 hours on troubleshooting technology in the last week.
Why doesn't your boss hire an IT person?
It's not. It has nothing to do with us or IT. I mean, like an IT person wouldn't be able to troubleshoot the information any more than I can. It's just things aren't working and they're driving me bananas.
Oh, I hate that.
Yes. So that brings us to our topic for today, how to de-stress, because I effing need it.
Me too. I literally did like totally snap at my son on the phone earlier today and he was like, God, sorry.
I did it to a coworker. I was like, we're all effed.
That's it. We're all effed. Just deal with it.
I don't know the solution any more than you do. And I was like, sorry for the outburst earlier.
Yeah. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Oh,
so how can we de-stress,
Heather? It was kind of just off the cuff. You're just like, you don't realize you said it and then you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Same thing with my son. Yeah, we're all effed. Your boss wanted to hear that too. We're all effed.
Luckily, she wasn't on the phone, but she would probably be like, why don't you just go take a break?
Yeah.
So the first one is find the funny. So you have to take a step back and look at the situation and just from a different lens, because you're in the stress lens. You're in the lens that's, this is the moment. This is how I'm feeling. But sometimes you have to just step back, take a break, and laugh at it and just go, you know what? Tomorrow, there's going to be some different issue and it's not going to be technology. And
I thought you were going to say tomorrow's going to be better, but no, it was like, well, tomorrow something else is going to suck.
That's one of my, resolutions, being optimistic.
That's right.
But you really just have to laugh about it and just go, you know what? Whatever.
Well, my mom always did say, and it's true, like sometimes you just have to laugh or you'll cry.
Yeah.
You got to see the humor in some of it. Like you're not alone most of the time, like your technology issues or whatever. And it's just being able to just laugh at it because it's just like, this is it. This is where we are and it's okay.
Yeah. And by the way, this is from parents.com. They have this long article. We're going to give you the highlights because we love you.
Who has time to read?
Yes.
You can listen to us and do your work at the same time.
Yeah.
See? Okay, well, so then the next one is stroll down memory lane, saying give yourself permission to thumb through old photos when your kids were teeny tiny, like little Baker, Heather's boy.
Yeah.
Or, back when you were in college and maybe in a sorority or on a team or something, like fun stuff from the past. You can reminisce and just kind of like count your blessings and laugh about stuff. That's not a bad idea. Although that's like, yeah. Although I kind of did that with Luke. I was looking through, I'm trying to clean out my office and I was like looking at all his old artwork that he made for me. And like one of those things that says like, I love my mom because, or my mom can do a lot of things she's really good at. You know what he put? Driving.
Well,
she's really good at driving. I think because we were always driving from school to work to, we're in the car a lot. So yeah. So that made me laugh. So then, that was
Because
back when he
kids
was
say the darndest things.
6, and now he's 16. So yeah.
Has he got? Does he think he can do other things good too?
Yeah, and when he was now, if on the right day, I can't do anything right. But yeah, when he was 6, I also cooked for him. He didn't say I did it well. He just
because it's hard to mess up pasta.
True. Yeah, since he did grow up on pasta with butter and cheese on it.
Oh, the days.
Right?
The next category is rethink your drink. So they're saying that you should drink more tea instead of all those high caffeinated. I'm sure it's more herbal tea than caffeinated tea. They're asking
like Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory. He's always like, "Would you like some tea?" Whenever somebody's upset.
Yeah, but it has to be the perfect temperature.
There is something about that hot tea too. It's kind of soothing.
It's warming.
Yeah.
And then ditch your 3-day Diet Coke habit or diet soda habit.
Yeah, I kicked that about 6 months ago. Yeah.
I was never really big into that, so that wasn't a big thing to me. Mine would be, my weakness would be like, I'll have a soda now. It would just be, it would be full-fledged though. It would just like, give me all the sugars. Yeah.
Well, and part of the reason I stopped it was because of the aspartame, which I realized was giving me headaches. So yeah, drinking soda isn't all that good. And but if you're used to drinking soda, it's really hard. There's still days when I'm like, I want to give my left eyeball for a Diet Coke, but I don't.
Yes. And then also be a water guzzler. So instead, maybe drink some, what I do is I drink sparkling water.
Sparkling, like LaCroix, or however anybody pronounces that.
La soda. Yeah.
La soda. La bubbly stuff.
Yes, I do. I drink, because I gave up the sugars for 2019. So I told Brad, I was like, I need something other than plain water because I'm dying here.
Yeah.
So just to break things up, I'll have one a day.
One LaCroix, La soda.
Mm-hmm. La soda, la flavor soda. Yes. So I have one of those a day.
Yeah. Well, that does. Sometimes just getting that little bit of bubbles helps.
Yeah. Well, I do the flavored ones.
Oh, but they have what kind of flavors? There's actually any sugar in it?
Passion fruit.
Oh.
And also coconut. It tastes like what you think suntan lotion should taste like.
Oh,
interesting. Very good. It doesn't taste like that really, but I mean, like suntan lotion doesn't taste good, but this tastes like what you would think suntan lotion should taste like.
Okay.
It's delicious.
I understand. I'm with you.
It's delicious. I love it. But no, it has no calories in it. I don't know how they get the flavoring in it. Don't ask me. It might have like less than 1 calorie.
Yeah.
So they can consider it I don't know, whatever.
Whatever. Technology.
2020 I'll deal with getting off the bubbles.
Oh yeah. There's so many other things to worry about in the meantime.
Yes.
All right. Well, should we move on to the next category?
Yes.
Talks about moving, making time to move around. So like taking your baby for a walk, maybe it's kind of nice in the stroller or not.
Unless it's snowing.
Yeah, then it's snowing. Yeah, like if you live in Colorado, then it's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to do that, you can just at least make it a point to have sneakers like in your car or in your desk. Or so if you have the opportunity to like walk stairs, don't have to worry about snow there. Or do some sort of a walk somewhere just to get a little bit of movement in. They say that's good to de-stress. I know moving helps me. I've started doing Tai Chi.
Ooh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I went today and I did. I felt significantly better. After going. And that's not even like, you don't even sweat. It's really weird, but it's still, you're moving and it just feels good to move around. You don't realize how sedentary you are until you finally get off your butt.
Oh, I need to.
Yeah. And then it also says too, in the moving category, to pay attention to your ebbs and flows. So like some people are good in the morning. They have energy in the morning, and some people are the opposite. Even though I've always considered myself to be a night person, I've learned that I actually have my best energy like before 1 o'clock. Like if I get up at 8 o'clock, I'm good from like 8 to 1. And then after that, like I eat lunch and then I'm like,
yeah, totally.
So if you're like that or the opposite, perhaps take advantage of it. Like plan if you can, plan your higher energy stuff during those points in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the next one is satisfy your sweet tooth. It's so weird that I would get this.
Yeah, I know. Because Heather is a total sugar addict. So.
Yes. It's my favorite pastime. It's saying to, instead of splurge selectively, and you should have like
Taking
a little bit of dark chocolate. But if you're like me, and it's like, I equate it very similar to being like an alcoholic or something. If I have one taste of it, I'm not joking. And like, I know it's not the same thing, but it's, the feelings are similar. Like if I have one bite of candy or whatever, it's downhill. Like the next 3 months, the wheels are coming off the train, and like, and I'm eating them.
I'm probably like that with cheese. I really am. Like I was a little worried I was getting like that with wine, but I decided to cut out the cheese and cut back on the wine rather than the opposite.
Yeah.
And I found like I've been able to have, this sounds terrible, but I've been able to have like 1 or 2 glasses several nights a week and just be like, okay, I'm good, of wine.
Nice.
But with cheese, I know, like I'll have one piece of cheese and think, there's more left in the fridge. I could have just one more piece, and then just maybe one more piece, and then just maybe, So I probably can understand that if I think about that with cheese. I'm a little bit, I don't think they have a Cheeseaholics Anonymous anywhere, do they?
I don't know, but sugar, yeah. And I'm like, I'm eating everything. I'm like, what does Baker have to eat? What that's sweet of his?
There's got to be something sugary in there somewhere.
Yes. Basically.
I'm sorry. I was going to go to the next category. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Look on the bright side.
Just kidding.
Wait. Maybe it.
Start again.
Well, it says, this is all part of your new resolution, is looking on the bright side and being optimistic, because they say that it helps reduce the stress hormones in your body, because it really put some wear and tear on you. So first, you find 3 good things about your day. So can you think of something good about your day today, Heather?
I woke up.
Well, did you get a hug and a kiss from Baker?
No. I mean, hug. Yeah, we did snuggle a little bit this morning because he, woke up early.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be no wonder why that's your resolution. I'm like trying to, can you think of at least one thing that's good?
No, but I did get snuggles from him this morning.
See, that's good. Now you need 2 more positive things.
I said I woke up.
Okay. 1 more positive thing. You can't think of a 3rd thing?
Hold on. I'm sure there's something I can think of. Hold on. My computer actually turned on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Heather Tune, a wealth of positivity. And then the other thing it says about looking on the bright side is redefining your stressors. So if you were to describe your jam-packed week as full and vibrant instead of stressful and hell on wheels, you might feel better. Because they're saying, words have power, which actually is kind of like, you've ever been really anxious about doing something like speaking in public or whatever, and you tell yourself, I'm not anxious, I'm excited.
No.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Once again, Heather Tune, a wealth of positivity.
I mean, I just think I've just done it, I just do it. But that's a good tip. I've never heard that.
Yeah, no, there really is. And like, instead of going, oh my God, I was packed. I will actually kind of do this, is that I'll think this week was just ridiculous, but then I'll say no, but think about all the things that you got done and you made it,
Yes.
So.
And our idol, Shalene.
Yes. Shalene Johnson.
She says you should, don't keep looking at, oh gosh, I can't remember how it goes. It's like something like, look at what you have accomplished, but keep your eye forward kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what you can do. Because she is, talk about a wealth of positivity. That's
oh my God, right?
Is. Love her.
I know.
So what's next, Heather?
Divvy up dinner. It's saying to pre-chop your veggies, but let's get real. Do takeout.
Do takeout. Or buy the kind that's already chopped up.
Let's just say, if you want to be really, that mom and pre-chop your veggies.
We hate you, that mom. That mom who actually cooks all the time. Yeah, we hate you.
I just
not really.
I'd rather spend time with my family than, spending that time chopping it up. But I guess, if you did on Sunday, you just spent like an hour chopping vegetables, I guess you can do that.
Yeah, but who wants? I mean, I will actually know, like, my best friend in the whole wide world, she loves to cook and she's awesome. She works a full-time job. She comes home, she makes a healthy dinner for herself and her son, her son and her husband, and she's awesome. But she does buy a lot of pre-chopped stuff.
Yeah, and that's the glory. Don't just buy.
Yeah, if you can afford it. And sometimes what I found myself doing, and of course it depends on what your situation is like, but if you can afford the extra, whatever, 35 cents or 50 cents for the pre-chopped stuff, because I used to feel guilty. I'd be like, really, I can't believe I'm spending 50 cents more because that celery is already cut up, and I really shouldn't do that. So I'd have all this mom guilt about buying stuff that's pre-cut because you're spending extra money. And then I did the math and figured out, you know what? I can afford the extra 50 cents.
Yeah.
And not feel guilty. And then just make sure it all gets eaten. Because sometimes too, food goes to waste. So then I would tell myself, stop feeling guilty. Just make sure it all gets eaten and buy the pre-chopped stuff.
Yeah. And maybe you are in a position that you are literally just every penny is accounted for. Take it away from something else that 1 week. This is talking about trying to de-stress, and maybe it's not something you need every week, but maybe it's something you need 1 week or one day or something. Yeah. Give yourself that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes popcorn's okay for dinner.
Yeah, man. That's one of my favorite dinner. It used to be cheese and crackers was my favorite dinner. Second favorite, easy dinners, popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course, I have a teenager, so I'll be like, just make your own mac and cheese, and we're having popcorn, and my husband and I will eat popcorn.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like if you're not that hungry and you're like, popcorn's good. So should we move on to strategies if you are a stay-at-home mom or work-from-home mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the things it says is to make your own breaks. So being a full-time mom, as a lot of moms know who are stay-at-home moms, is the only job where time off isn't mandated by law. So you never get official time off. So setting your break times and being like, I'm going, it's either a class at the gym or lunch with a friend if you have the opportunity where obviously you need to find care for your child, and or bring your child with you if you can have lunch with a friend, or you have a gym that has daycare or whatever. Or just being like, okay, my kid's taking a nap. I don't care if the laundry's not done. I'm taking a nap too.
Yeah.
Because that's, again, mom guilt. You're like, oh, he's taking a nap. I really should be doing laundry. Screw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids are exhausting.
They really are. Totally.
I mean, especially spending all day with them. I love Baker, but dang, he is exhausting.
Oh, for sure. And especially if you're by yourself. I mean, and you don't have anyone to be like, here, take him.
Yeah. And then you don't want to sit him in front of a TV for 8 hours. So
no, I mean, it's tempting, but no.
Yes, it is.
And it also says to read something stimulating. So even if it's just a few pages of a book before bed, or maybe even just a good magazine, sometimes a really good magazine article I find inspiring, something like that might kind of like turning off the TV, just reading something is relaxing. And it's like a little bit of a break. You don't have noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that now, is trying to read books at night, because I feel like I'm in front of the computer every day, and then I watch TV for an hour, and then I feel like either I get sucked into it and then I don't go to bed until 10 o'clock, or I'm trying to get to bed at 8:30 and read in the bed for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And and I find when I start to read, I start to fall asleep, and I just put the book down, and that's the end.
Yeah, definitely. But then books they'll suck me into where I'm like, just one more thing.
Have you ever had that happen where you're tired and you're like trying to keep your eyes open so you can keep reading, and you're like, okay, I'm going to keep reading. I wish I could read with my eyes closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, the next one. Picture this. They want you to start snapping. So taking pictures is surprisingly relaxing, which
I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible picture taker, but for those who like to take pictures, would you find that relaxing?
No.
Okay. But not
at all. Like I just,
Yeah, I don't know, but somebody might find that relaxing, I guess.
Yeah, and teach their own. These are just ideas, okay, guys?
Yes.
Don't
Yes, it might work for you, not for us.
don't crucify
I find
us for
taking
this.
pictures stressful. I'm like, damn it, it's my finger again.
Yeah. All right, mom picture.
Well, do you want to go ahead and do the next one since that one was like we kind of shot that one down quickly?
Sure. Inhale, exhale. So practice breathing and dissipating your stress by inhaling. Visualize the word calm coming into your mouth and tense up your body. Make a fist. Shrug your shoulders, curl your toes. Exhale. Imagine the word stress leaving it and completely loosen everything up.
Okay.
Do you feel better now?
Sorta. See, for me, when I'm stressed, it's so hard to like, it's when you're stressed out, it's so hard to be like, okay, I need to breathe now. You know?
Yeah. No, there are times where I hold my breath and I'm like, oh, breathe, 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 breathe.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I won't realize I'm holding my breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So take the time. You don't have to meditate or do yoga or what breathing exercises. Just remember to breathe, I think is the root of this one.
Oh, for sure.
All right, girl, go.
You want to go to get your game on?
Yeah.
Get your game on. Well, it says play the old-fashioned way. So taking out a board game or a puzzle is a great way to get your older kids to talk, and then you have that interaction rather than like video games, you know? And I have to admit that I don't really like board games, but my son loves them.
Yeah.
So does my mom. So sometimes when she'll come over or we're at her house or whatever, we'll play a board game and he's like super stoked. He's like, yes, he loves Monopoly, of course.
Oh God, the never ending game.
Seriously. So, but I do, and I like puzzles too. And those can be really relaxing because you're just kind of doing them and you talk and
you have that nice table that you can do in the living room, like whatever, that living
in my dining room area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I need to do that because we have puzzles. I should just set one out. And sometimes when they're just sitting out, people get tempted to work on them.
Yeah, but you have that stupid cat that'll probably knock on.
Yeah, the clumsiest cat in the world, Cinnamon. Yeah, she'll probably mess it up.
So I guess you need like one of those. Maybe you can get like one of those mosquito like things that you put over
mosquito netting to put around the puzzle.
Like you put it around your plate in the summer.
Yeah, a really big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. The next one: do over your drive. Change up your path slightly every day, and be the early bird at after-school pickups.
Oh, so yeah, don't drive the same way. I actually do that because I get so bored. Of course,
you do.
I do, and regularly. And in Tallahassee, there are not that many options.
Ways, yeah.
I'll try and mix it up some because I get so bored with the same route every day.
Yeah, and in the metro, Denver area, traffic is so terrible. I just let my app tell me where to go.
Oh, there you go.
So I do take a lot of different routes just because, you know, somebody got an accident or a road's closed for construction everywhere.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. And so I mean, like, yeah, just I don't know about the early bird pickup. I feel like we're shooting all these down. Like, this is a stupid idea because it is. Yeah. This is a stupid idea.
Or being honest.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of these are really great ideas, but they're not going to work for everybody. So don't like if you try something and I'm like that didn't work. Don't think that you're a bad person or this list is stupid because this list is really good. It just it's not going to fit everybody. That's where there's so many different options.
Yeah, because they make the suggestion of showing up early to pick your kid up at school and then not everybody time. Can do that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're literally running out of work to pick up your kid at daycare or school or wherever it is, and you're like, you don't have that luxury. But if you do, it is, I mean, you save yourself the stress of like hurrying to get there and the stress of waiting in the line and all that. Whereas you can just like sit and hang out in your car and, you know, breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe. Think calm.
Let out stress. Okay.
Well, the next is create a calm corner. Deck, your desk. So it says it's probably lined with pictures of your kids, but why not add other things that bring you joy too, like a memento from a favorite getaway? So every time you look at, like, say it's a seashell or something like that, you'll be transported to those relaxing moments. And then you can see yourself sitting on the beach. You can smell the salty air, kind of puts you there. Or you can find a spot in the house that makes you totally happy, like even a corner of the bathtub. So like one person said she keeps like a bunch of candles on the corner of her bathtub. So she doesn't have time for a bath every night, but just seeing them helps her feel better.
No, but I thought you were saying like you could only use a corner of the bathtub. You can only. I was like, what? I was like, this is
first lose a pile of weight so that you're emaciated, so you can fit in only one corner of your.
You
bathtub.
can't sit. You have to stand in this corner.
Yeah, no.
Oh Lord.
And then it says to use like soothing smells. So obviously a lot of a good smell can relax you.
Yes.
So it lowers anxiety. I actually just got one of those little, what do you call them? It spouts out. Yeah. And I love that thing. And they're not all that expensive.
Yeah,
and you can put stuff like lavender and stuff in them.
I know, but I want to get those fancy oils that like are supposed to be healing and stuff. So I can't.
Well, yeah, you can do that.
They're expensive. Well, I can't get it because it's expensive. That's why I'm not getting it.
Well, for those of us who are willing to settle for the cheap version, I find mine very soothing with my cheap ass lavender oil. Okay.
I'm going to save up one day.
Okay. You just keep being stressed. I'll be sniffing my lavender from my cheap ass, whatever you call it. Diffuser. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what actually was a smell that I don't get too often, just once a month or once a year, is that Christmas tree smell, that fresh cut Christmas tree smell. There was one in our office and I went up to it every day. I was like, yes.
That's a good smell.
Yeah. I would walk past it and just like get a sniff. I was like, whoa, whoa. And I took the time and I would go over to the Christmas tree and be like, I loved it because we didn't have a real Christmas tree because of that child.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Darn kid.
I know. Next one is make chores more fun. If you are doing chores, raise your hand if you listen to music really, really loud.
Yeah.
Raise his hand because that is fun. It does make it way more fun.
Oh, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. It totally makes the time go by.
Yeah. And I mean,
I taught Luke to do that. Like he'll put his headphones on.
Yeah.
Listen to music while he's cleaning his room for sure.
Also a glass of wine.
Yeah, a glass of wine, but that helps.
It doesn't say it in this article, but I'm giving you my expert opinion.
Yeah, man.
And then this one's really random. Treat yourself to some tulips. Studies have shown that fresh flowers can lower stress levels by triggering positive emotions. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, actually, I do agree because the last few times I've gone to Trader Joe's, I've said to myself, again, I can spend freaking $4 on some fresh flowers, for goodness sakes, every once in a while. And the times I've done that and put them on my kitchen table, I have found them to be quite rejuvenating.
Yes. Agreed. So it doesn't have to be tulips. It can be any kind of flower, really.
Yeah. I mean, tulips are nice, but they can be expensive. I mean,
they are expensive.
Yeah. Get some
I like to go to Costco and get my like $10 one.
Ooh, fancy.
I know. Flips hair back. Yes. Only because I think they last a long time and it's a pretty good size bunch of flowers.
Yeah.
And they have roses. So.
Yeah, roses are nice.
Yeah.
I like daisies. All right. Well, the next thing is getting a new take on lists. So you can have two kinds of lists. The first is just, they call this a massive brain dump that you update whenever you remember something new, whether it's writing like a thank you note or calling the gardener or landscaper or whatever. And then from that, you make a shorter daily or weekly list of what you realistically hope to accomplish in that time frame. That's kind of a good idea, I think, because you're like, oh crap, got to do this, and this. And then you're like, not going to get all those 15 things done this week, but I can get these 8 done this week and leave the rest of them for next week or something like that.
Yeah. And it also helps take away that brain power too. So you're not using that power to constantly think about it during the day. Like, oh, I have to remember to do this. I have to remember this. I have to remember to do this. It takes, like I do that I try to do it at the end of the day if I know I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done and just do it so I can sleep better that night.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I found that if I write, well, and I've become an Alexa junkie. So I have a few of those throughout the house, and I'll be like, Alexa, add blah, blah, blah to my blah, blah, blah list. So she makes lists that automatically go to your phone.
Oh, neat.
So, yeah, it's really cool. If only I could get my husband to remember her name and how to use her, I could get him to add stuff to the shopping list. But
Yeah.
So he'll tell me, he's like, we kind of need some jelly. I'm like, Alexa, add jelly to our shopping list.
Alexa, subscribe to the I Can't Mom Today podcast.
There you go. I like that one.
I just made a whole bunch of Alexas do it. So that's why.
Yeah. So anyways, and then also it says use that list to delegate. So if you see some things on the list, I am so bad about delegating. So that's something I think goes along with mom guilt. Well, I can do it myself. Why should I ask my husband or my kid to do it?
No. I delegate that. I delegate everything.
You go, girl.
Anything I can. I'm like, Brad, can you do this? Right?
See, I need to learn that. Although since I've had this joint disease or whatever the hell it is, I've had to be like, Jerry, I can't do it. So can you please do blah? So yeah. So I've gotten a little better since I've had to.
Yeah. As soon as Baker can start taking instructions, 100% start giving him stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's important too, because it gives them ownership for him to have some kind of little chores here and there for sure.
Oh yeah. We'll be like, if he's like being such a turd and like getting into everything, we'll be like, bring this to daddy, bring this to mommy. And it's something stupid. He's like, okay.
It distracts him.
Yes. The final one on the list is what goes around. Consider anti-stress karma. I've always been told that if you want something done, ask the busiest person to do it because they will get it done.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not fair to the busiest person.
It's not, but it's going to get done.
So no sympathy for the busiest person?
Well, a lot of times I'm the busiest person, so I
know, that's what happens to me too.
Yeah, but you know what? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
Truthfully, and I think if you're asking the busiest person, chances are likely it's because you have to, not because you're like, oh, whatever.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. Absolutely.
So.
But the other thing it does say too is that like it can be like cathartic when you're a good friend to someone. If you see someone needs help and they're stressed out, and you can say, hey, let me. I'm going to be on that side of town. Want me to pick your kid up for you? Or I got to go to the grocery store. You want me to pick some stuff up for you? Like it does say something along those lines, like doing that, being a good friend or helping someone else out can actually de-stress you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you're not putting too much more on your plate that's already full,
Hey, thanks for finishing that off for me, Vera.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's so fine because I just walked off from it. I just flopped the idea and just did not finish it.
Just ask the freaking busiest person in the room to help you out. And there you go. Bam.
Yep. So always, karma, you want to get that good karma back. So you want to give it out. And obviously, it's not all, that's kind of a selfish way of thinking. Like if I give it, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
But,
Heather.
But, if I do something for you, you're going to want to do something for me, right?
Maybe.
Unless you're a jerk.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So on that, we're going to wrap it up, right?
Yeah. There you go.
This is a little bit longer of an episode, but we think you're going to enjoy it.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think there was some useful help in there.
Yeah. Duh. And next time we're going to be talking about sleeping, baby sleeping.
Yeah. I don't know. Never had one that did that. So.
Oh, well. Until next time, don't forget to email us if you have any questions. I can't mom today podcast at gmail.com. Click that little subscribe button. I'm pointing down, right down there. Yeah. Click subscribe so that you can automatically get our episodes each week or each time we release one. So you don't even have to think about it. It's right there.
Right there. You don't even have to put it on your list.
Yes. And join our Facebook group, I Can't Mom Today. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.